You see, having been friends with, rich people over the years, wealthy people, I've realized that the bad name when people they call wealthy people, a lot of them know they are aware. And the impression when people get about wealthy people say that they're wicked, not be truth. I don't realize. Say now those PAs, those SAs, those protocol officers, where they work with the rich men, now they make people feel say even these rich people, they're very difficult to reach and say they're not they like help people. That is what I've understood being close to the rich people over the years. And now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because one of the most respected Nigerian, who is a philanthropist par excellence, who is a humanitarian, this thing affects. I'm talking about no other person but Sir Acka. This man, they're among the first 5 richest Nigerians so far. And he paid me because I know say this man a person when they give. Somebody if he dash full state money.
Now, my dear governor, don't want to waste time. I will buy you 5 billion naira. The Agricam, I give you 100 million. The Bada 100 million. The Methodist 100 million. Calm down now.
So this particular case not be issued to him, and I can tell you for sure that someone who I've noticed, I've watched, I've seen from afar, Sir Acka, feel not even they aware of this particular matter where they happen. This case now about one of our own, our sister, a Nigerian, when her sister get brain tumor, when they come carry the cry, go meet Acka. The man initially initiates help, and as they talk to her right now, these people, they India, and they are stranded. The person when this process passed through, and they talk about Dr. Aloka when get hospital for Abuja here, now the matter passed through. He don't abandon these people for India. He know they pick their calls again. As a matter of fact, even after the failed operation as at now, they convince the Indian hospital to tell this girl and her sister to come back to Nigeria. And according to the narration where the girl give, where we go listen to, the sister right now don't even lose her memory. Look, I want to also use this medium to call on the governor of Benue State, His Excellency, Reverend Father Dr. Isent Alia Oga, we beg you. I also hear say she write to your office, you never respond. These people are your children. Yes, they're all Nigerians, but not from your state. They also write to the former governor of Benue State, who is now the SGF, George Akume. You never also respond to these people. Well-meaning Nigerians. I know what Nigerians can do. Very compassionate people. I beg, make we come out for these people. Help them because they're stranded right now for India. I go like Mona listen to the cry when she make. Listen to this voice note when she drop. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Mr. Ghana. My name is Stephanie Acka. I am from Logo Local Government of Benue State. I'm currently in India with my younger sister for a brain surgery. I am sending you this voice note because we need your help. We are stranded in India. We don't have food. We don't have a house. Where to sleep. We don't have. There's no medication for her. That's why I'm calling on you. I need your help. So, when I started looking for money for my sister's surgery, my sister took ill in 2021, but we discovered late in 2022. So, when she took ill in 2021, they said it's hormonal imbalance. So we're busy treating other things until her eyes started going bad. We went to the hospital and they finally discovered that it was a tumor. So we started following up. We used to visit Cedar Crest Hospital. And we asked for the total estimate of the surgery there. They told us 9.6 million. Then we contacted Lagoon Hospital in Lagos. They told us 8 point something million thereabout. 8.5 million. And I was considering Lagoon Hospital because Aproko doctor did his own surgery there, the same surgery, so I considered them more. So when I was going about looking for this money, we were saving money because the masses were helping and they helped greatly. But this surgery this tumor has cost us much more than we can afford or we could afford, because every week we used to buy medications worth 50,000 naira every week for my sister, and most of the time she used to have episodes where we have to go to the hospital. She will be admitted there in Cedar Crest, and we're always seeing the neurosurgeon, paying consultations and all of that, buying medications, and at some point she developed stress-induced diabetes. So we started visiting Prince Ato Eze's house in Maitama because a friend of ours took us there and said I should go there. If that man sees us, he will help. So I started visiting in February of this year till June. One day the PA answered my call because we attended mass in Prince Ato's house one day on the Sunday afternoon, but they told us not to tell him what brought us. So we couldn't say anything. We just attended the mass and we came back. So in that mass I was able to meet the personal assistant, which is Arinzi. So they sent his name, Bianca sent his number to me, and he said I should forward everything that my sister, my medical report, I forward everything concerning my sister to him. So I forwarded everything, and from there I started chatting him from March till June. Every day I wake up and send him messages until one day in June he now woke up and said, forward every medical report to me. I forwarded them again. So when I forwarded the messages, he sent me a number, and I asked him what should I do with this number. He didn't reply. So me too, I did not say anything. I waited for another 3 weeks. Then one day I sent him another prayer in the morning, and then he said he called me immediately. When he called me, I was so excited. He now said, forward everything you forwarded to me before to the number I sent to you. So I forwarded everything to the number he sent to me by the name Dr. Eloka. He's the owner of Amana Hospital, number 5 Ilorin Street, Gariki, Abuja. So I forwarded everything to the number. Immediately the man called me back and said he will call me back in 2 hours. I said, okay, sir. He's an elderly person. So I forwarded everything to him. In 2 hours, the man came back with a medical plan for my sister in India. So the plan stated that I will forward everything to you. It's been long, so I cannot remember everything, but I have everything on my phone. So I'll forward everything to you. So he forwarded everything to me and told me the total estimate for my sister's surgery in India. And then he told me our accommodation. He sent the doctor's number, our contact doctor here in India. He sent his number as well to me and said, if we get in India, that's the person we're going to become. So I was talking to the man directly. When we forwarded these things, he now, after like 2 months of waiting, he told me that he does not think that this thing will work because he has been trying to get Atos attention, but all to no avail. So after a few months of waiting again, one day he now said I should just hold on. Prince Ato will do something. He's at the inauguration. When he leaves, he will remit funds for my sister's surgery. Then we can start living. This was in in July, Abby. Yes, this was in July. Okay, I can't remember, but if I'm seeing my messages, because everything is on my WhatsApp. So we waited. One day he said he traveled to Imo State. He's coming back. As soon as he comes, he will send money. We didn't see anything. So I was getting really fed up because my sister was getting sick. Every morning I wake up to check my sister's sugar level. I will touch her forehead and her body will be so cold like someone who is without life. So I became so scared. I was so scared. So I didn't have much money. But I told my sister that my younger sisters that me, I'm taking Jessica to Lagos. And if whatever it is, if even if we don't have the money, I'll go and beg the doctors to start medical treatment with her. Then we will run around and look for cash. So I contacted one of my friend. So she said I should go to Catholic church. I was pursuing Catholic church. This was September. That I went to one Catholic church in Gwarimpa. So they redirected me back to Catholic church in Uyi. So I came back there. They have this organization called St. Vincent de Paul. So I went there. I told them my problem. So they said they were going to give me money. So I went back. On my way back to the house, Dr. Iloka called me and said, he's here with Oga. Greet Oga. Greet Oga and thank him for all he has done for you. And I said, thank you, sir, for your help. We are grateful. So the call ended. Then he called back and told me that Oga has released funds for your sister's surgery. Then he sent one thing on a paper. They wrote that send $10,000 to this so account for these people's surgery and all of that. Then the PA that didn't used to talk to me sent that as well to me. And I thanked all of them. He said I should send my data page to him so that he will forward to the Indian hospital for visa invitation. So I sent it. When this thing came, he said I should start my visa process. I started. I paid for my visa. When they were sending us to India, he said Prince Arthur would rather prefer you go to India for this surgery. I said, sir, we don't have money to go to India. We don't have money to go to India. We are hoping that if this money comes, we'll go to Lagos. There's a hospital called Lagoon Hospital. We'll go there. He now said, don't worry, that Prince Arthur is taking care of everything. He will pay for your sister's surgery. He will pay for your accommodation, your feeding, your flight tickets, your visa fee, with the attendant that is coming to stay with her. I said, okay. So when I started the visa process, I was paying everything myself. They called me to pay for the visas. I paid 450 thereabout. I paid for myself and my sister. So there's this Dr. Eloka's worker, his name is Buhari. I asked him, these people told me that Prince Arthur was handling everything. Now I am paying for everything by myself. The money I have gathered, I want to keep it so that when we get to India, we need something and there's no money, we can't use it. He said, just do the visa. When you finish the visa, maybe they will give you money for tickets. So I finished, I paid for the visa. When I finished, I now called Dr. Iluka and I told him that, sir, we have finished the visa process. He said, go ahead and buy your ticket. I told him, sir, we don't have money for tickets. He said, if you don't have money for ticket, then forget about it, because Prince Arthur has tried. He cannot afford your tickets. But I said, sir, you said they are going to take care of everything. He now said, if I am not going to the hospital, I should know that the money will be refunded to Prince Arthur's account in 1 month. So however I'm going to get money to buy the ticket, I should get the money and get the tickets. I got the tickets and we came to India. We left Nigeria on the 10th of October. We arrived India on the 11th of October. My sister started treatment on the 17th. 17th of October, we went to the hospital around 8 a.m. in the morning. So they did everything, and then the doctor called me aside and told me that from the MRI we did, it shows that the tumor has grown bigger than what it was before we came to India. They will try to remove the tumor through the nose, but if they can't, they will have to cut her open. So they tried to remove it through the nose. According to him, it didn't work, so they opened her up on the right side of the head, and they still could not remove the tumor. He told me our maximum stay in the hospital was going to be 7 days. 1 day in ICU, 5 days in the theater, 6 days in the theater, and we'll come back to our guest house. It wasn't like that. We wasted time. We stayed like 8 days in the hospital because my sister was in when they finished the tumor, the surgery. It took like over 10 hours because the whole of that day I did not see my sister and they didn't let me in. So she was unconscious. She stayed in the ICU for 5 days. Then they took her to the ward. No, she woke up. When she woke up from the ICU, she lost her memory. So the nurse said, and the tumor is still there. They have to connect something from her head down to her stomach to be draining the tumor, pending them when they will do the next surgery. I told him, but how are we going to go about this thing? He now said I should call my sponsor that we need another money. So I called Dr. Eluka. When I called Dr. Eluka, he didn't pick my call. I sent him a message, he didn't reply. I called my doctor, my contact doctor here in India. That one too started avoiding me. Immediately the problem arose. They stopped talking to me. And one day I called the contact doctor. He picked and he told me that we have exhausted our money, so they cannot treat us again. If I don't have money, I should take my sister back home to a government hospital. And I should know that my accommodation expires in few days. I said, but they told us we are staying here in 30 days. It's not even up to 25 days, and you're telling me that we have exhausted our accommodation. So I had to leave the place and started staying in another place. And even in that place now, we cannot afford it. So we go to the hospital lounge to stay. When it's at night, I beg one woman and take my sister there. She stays with her. Then me, I sleep in the lounge. We don't have money. The hospital stopped giving my sister her medication since second week of November. And me, I was able to buy my sister 1 month medication, but we have left for only 1 week. So we don't have any medication. There's an injection that she's supposed to be taking before the next surgery. We've not been able to buy that injection because it's expensive. When I asked the doctor, he told me that it's $1,000. So now we are just here. I don't have money. I don't have food. I don't have medication for my sister. She has not taken the injection. She does not know where she is. She does not know that she has done surgery. She does not even know that she's in India. She does not know anything. She has lost her memory. Every day, sometimes she'll wake up and she'll call me a different name, maybe call me her cousin's name. So most times when she sleeps and wakes up, she wakes up with a new name. If the name, whatever name she feels like calling me, that's the name she calls me. And then there are days that she'll wake up. I keep reminding her that I'm your sister, I'm your elder sister, we have these siblings. I'll show her pictures like that. But she has lost her memory. And these people, anytime I try to call Dr. Eluka, he persuades the doctors to let us go back home. So I told the neurosurgeon 3 days ago, I begged him, he came to the hospital to see us. So I told him I cannot take my sister back home, like in this state. It is too expensive taking her back home like this. So it's better we stay here. So I collected a letter of extension to extend our visa here for another 3 months, so that whatever treatment they are going to give to her, I will beg Nigerians and Prince Ato Eze, Benue citizens, His Excellency, uh, Reverend Father Hyacinth Alia, if they can help us, because my sister needs medical attention to get better. Thank you.
Okay, I believe say we don't listen to the voice note. I know a lot of Nigerians are very passionate about things like this. I want to beg you, please, if you know how we can get across to Ato Eze or His Excellency the Governor of Benue State, Reverend Dr. Hyacinth, or George Akume, or for those of us well-meaning Nigerians who would want to help Jessica Ungoho Acka, please, let's reach out and help save one of our own. I know the life of one Nigerian is important to every Nigerian, and I know how passionate we are about our own. Please, let's reach out and bring her back in good health of mind and body. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.